one of the things that we made, and I just printed them off on my home printer on cardstock, were contact cards. So when we got a neighborhood, somebody that said that, yes, I would love to be a neighborhood captain, we had them fill out a card. We brought it back, we put it into the database, and then we matched them with their precinct. So some of our precincts had 3 or 4 neighborhood captains in one precinct, which was fine. And some of you might cross over, and we'll discover that after we figure out what precinct you're in, which I'll do, and send you your sheets. So I have a bunch of these, so this is what you would take out to the door, unless you want to use something different, which we can talk about that too. I also put in a little thing if like you decide you find you have 25 Dems that you didn't know about in your neighborhood and you know some of them. Maybe you want to throw a little house party, right? And do the same thing that I'm doing with them to get them to kind of go out. And again, this is like Amway, right? Yeah? Okay. So that's there. And you can fill in the information. I can also send this to you as a Word document and you could type it in. You could create your own invite. We're just trying to make it as easy as possible. The one thing that we do want you to do as a neighborhood captain, if we're going to give you the voter lists, is when we sign on to our data set, we have to guarantee that we're not using this for a commercial purpose, that it's for civic engagement. It's actually a violation of the FEC and the FPPC. And if they get caught, they get fined. We don't actually get in trouble. The worst thing that could happen to us is the party takes it away from us. And we desperately need it. It's a cost item. And campaigns, like for a congressional race, it costs like $3,500. So if you give it to a candidate, there is a cost benefit to them and they have to report it. But because it's coming from the party, we cannot give it directly to them. And you're saying, well, you had candidates on your slate. That was okay. They'd gone through the process and been endorsed by our local Democratic Party, and we put the slates together. So we were taking it out, not on behalf of one campaign, but on behalf of whoever was endorsed by the party. All of the elementary school, the high school district, and the college district came to us and asked for our endorsement. We said, yes, of course, we support education. We're definitely going to endorse this. So they got on it, along with Emilio. It was Emilio, Rudy, Andre, Lee Vasquez, and then the 3 bond measures locally. And then all of the, our federal senator, our wonderful federal senator, and Hillary, and then the propositions that the Democratic Party the California Democratic Party was on the back. And they gave that to us. We got that for free. So we used it like crazy as a free resource and made our own stickers. And many of you came for hours and hours and hours and stuck stickers on those slates. So thank you for that. In here too is just a little script that I kind of put together. And it would be what you'd use when you went to the door. And we could practice that if you want. You'd have your cards, your contact cards, but just basically, hello, my name is Linda. I'm your neighbor. I live on 22nd Street. I'm involved in the Democratic Voter Engagement Project that has 2 main goals: register and educate new voters and inspire current voters to vote. We are volunteers on a mission to improve civic engagement in Kern County through voter participation. And that's really what we're about. We're not really about anything else at this point. We're about getting out, meeting voters, registering them, educating them, making a connection with them. And then later on, the benefit for us is like going to be what we saw in the previous graph, is we're going to be able to have an easy avenue to disseminating our information and be the same person that's already been to your door saying, I'm not really here for a partisan reason or for a candidate. I'm here to help people vote. That really does warm people up, especially if they're very good voters or high propensity voters. All right, I'm calling you today to see if you'd like to participate in the project. And then they're going to ask questions, or you're going to have to do some additional talking, which you could stick anything in. Some additional things you could say is participation could be as simple as signing up for our contact list, which I'm hoping to get kind of a really good email thing going, where we're on a constant, we're not constantly, we won't be crazy like every day, and we won't be soliciting donations from them either. It's going to be more about like, oh, here's an interesting news article from about our elections office on blah, blah, blah. Or here are the new rules for voting early, or when is registration day over, or I think in California in 2018, people are going to be able to register and vote on the same day, and that's going to be a big thing, all right? But basically, the main thing here is you want to convey that our neighborhood and our community is going to be better if more people participate in the process and vote. Okay, and are well informed about the issues, which is going to be another wonderful thing about our pyramid system here, where we can, get out actual information about, what's going on, or maybe some things locally or, county-wide that they need to be aware of, to make educated decisions about voting. All right, and then of course, if they say yes, have them fill out a contact card, and then return it to us, and we'll put it into the data thing, and we'll credit it to you. It'll be, one of your people, which I'm trying to figure out how to, because I'm an elementary school teacher. I'm not now, but I was for years. But how can we do this where, like, I was thinking of getting a map of Kern County, and then every time we find a neighborhood captain for a precinct, we change the color of that precinct, right? Until it's like a puzzle, until we have it all filled up, and all of our precincts have a neighborhood captain. That would be super cool, huh? All right. If they're undecided, please tell them to go to our website. The link's there, kerndems.org, and click on the voter engagement link. And they might also find other interesting things on the website that might encourage them to do that. And then in your packet too is a thing about how to register voters, and I'll let you read that on your own. And this changes occasionally as the rules change and the different things go on. The big thing that's new this go around is 16-year-olds can go online and pre-register as voters. Yeah. So, and basically, you'll meet somebody, hire you registered to vote, or they're registered to vote, but maybe they haven't voted or whatever. But when they need to re-register is on here. If they want to change parties, if they have a new address. If they want to become a permanent absentee voter, they need to re-register, but there's also a short form for that too. Okay, that we can definitely get you.